Test. Y'all already know what we're playing tonight. So big that it came with a maid. Get paid, young nigga, get paid. Y'all already know who we playing tonight. Come on now. Rule number 2, don't forget to get the money. Play by these rules and everything will be okay. Still in my trap, flipping my Frito Lay. Go get the money, it ain't nothing else important to me. I showed her a Xanax, she hurry up and took it. I fucked her so good, she got up and started cooking. Rolling up big blunts out a pound of cookies. If you ain't gas 40 bands, then you can't book me. Pull up on the Alright, what's going on, y'all? I see we got some people already in the chat watching. What's up, Akoin? Billy was in the chat earlier. I think he had to get some shut-eye. He's from, I think he's in Ireland. Michael Swain, Crawford, what's going on, y'all? We're about to get started. We got a lot to cover tonight. I'm gonna try to get through it pretty quickly. Y'all, I've been having like sinus issues. I think it's just the temperature change that we're experiencing here in Texas. So bear with me as I try to get through this. Throat is feeling a little off, but we're gonna get through it, okay? So y'all already know the drill. When y'all drop in, go ahead, hit that thumbs up. I see y'all already hitting that thumbs up. Michael Swain, I love how your channel covered the metaverse like literally 2 weeks before it went viral. No other major channel covered it like you guys did. Shout out to everyone listening. Subscribe. Yes. We were on the metaverse, and let me tell you, we're going to talk about some more stuff that people are not talking about, okay? Okay, and yeah, we're going to talk about some more stuff tonight that I feel is very, very significantly uncovered in this space, particularly the crypto space. So we're about to get into it here in a second. Again, we're going to let YouTube algorithm do its thing, and then we're going to go ahead and dive in. So let's give it a few more seconds, and then we'll get into our first few topics. Rip Young Dolph.
You know, I got to move right. It's just like the streets. What you got in the streets right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, the rap game ain't nothing but the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's in the rap game? Supposed to be trappers, supposed to be street. You know what I'm saying?
Who else is buying the dip?
So now
I've been buying the dip. If you're in the Discord, I've been telling y'all I've been buying this dip. I've been buying stacks, STX, y'all. It's crazy how no one is talking about stacks right now. I feel it, we're gonna talk about it more. So I've been buying stacks. I've been buying Miami coin, and I'm still buying ADA at these levels. Okay. But like I said, we're about to talk about it because, y'all, stacks, they're coming with the heat. They're coming with the heat. Yeah, the music is a little intense tonight, but, you know, we got to celebrate Young Dolph real quick. In the music that he has given to the world real quick, okay? Akon got some MIA a few days ago. Yeah, I've been buying nothing but stacks and MIA mostly, and again, ADA at these levels as well. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get started because, like I said, we got a lot to cover. Let's go ahead and switch this music up. Y'all, we had to start with some Young Dolph, so we're about to chill it out a little bit. Man, talk about a change in tone, huh? Abraham flipping my bag, not playing around this bull run. Absolutely, y'all. This is not the time to sleep or play games, y'all. This is where we making this money, okay? Get paid. Come on now. All right, let's get into it. Cooling real quick. Got some Vet, Matic, and XLM. That's what's up. That's what's up. Actually sold out of my XLM bag, mainly for the reason of I just don't know what's going on with XLM. I don't follow it. I don't really care that much about it. I'm sure they're doing great things. So, but as I said in the Discord, I sold out of my XLM bag. I also completely sold out of my Litecoin bag as well. I feel very good with those decisions, and I allocated those profits into Stacks and MIA. Okay, let's first start off with some shout outs. We have some new subscribers. I'm so happy we have more people trickling in. We've been a little sleep these past 2 weeks, y'all. I apologize. I said we were going to have some more content this week. It just didn't pan out that way, but I appreciate everyone's patience. Creole and I, we're going to get back on this content, okay? Okay, so, and I feel like, did I say some of these names? Well, we're going to say them again, if so. Margaret Hatcher, NJ Prophet, Johnny San, M. Marlin, Alexandre Silva, Patrick Vicentine, JBM93, Manish Patel, Bougie, Aiden O'Reilly. I feel like I said these names last time. No? Crypto BZ. Centaur CEO. What's up, Centaur CEO? I know Centaur CEO from way back when. So glad to see you on the channel, fam. Ryan Fortin, Jay Mickens, Rash Breed, Ard 5017. I think now we're starting to get back into what I covered. Train Farb. So y'all, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. You are subscribed to Untwisting the Game Crypto. I am Michelle URL. Creole as well is on the channel and creates content and goes live as well. We talk about Bitcoin, Polkadot, Cardano, and really that's mainly what we talk about. We also talk about the Metaverse quite a bit. As someone in the chat was saying, we've been talking about the Metaverse for a minute now. What else? Okay, let's go ahead and get into these first few topics, y'all. So, okay. Yeah, we've been buying the dip and the dip of the dip of the dip, right? So, y'all, this is the Discord. Go ahead and hop in this Discord. We had some people hop in here recently. Let's go back up here. Yes, welcome to the new members of the Discord. Y'all already know what's going on in this Discord. We have crypto news, world news, y'all. This world news, some crazy. I don't know. Anybody know what's going on with China right now? I'm hearing some crazy stuff that may be brewing. I started watching this documentary, y'all. Like, this is the type of documentary where it's just a bad chill. It goes down your spine, right? Like, this was intense. So definitely take a look at that. That was some definitely crazy historical information that was presented in this. Some stuff going on with Vancouver. What's going on, y'all? So this world news, as we all know, world news is very important with crypto because this stuff can affect the market. And it's just good to know what's going on around the world, right? We got this wealth channel going on. I thought this was really interesting. OS Crates dropped a few graphics in here about inflation and also about productivity and compensation. This was really, really interesting. What the fuck happened in 1971, right? So interesting stuff here. Cardano, Polkadot, Bitcoin, trading alerts as well going on in here. Of course, Metaverse and NFT spotlight. So again, as I always say, we may not be dropping content every single day, or maybe we miss a live, but we are constantly in this Discord every single day. We are dropping information in this Discord. Okay, so it's crucial that y'all go ahead and hop in here. Okay, next, our solo.2 link, as y'all already know. We've already seen some people using our referral links. Thank y'all so much for using our referral links. And again, as I've said before, y'all get rewarded as well if you use our referral links. So thank y'all for helping support the channel. And let's get into it. Let's hit this chat real quick. We got some people in the chat. What's going on, everyone? Creole's in the chat. Ish, what's going on, Ish? All right. Creole, I was playing some Young Dolph. It was a little hype a little bit earlier. You missed that. Okay, let's look at the market real quick. Bitcoin 58.5 right now. As we know, this week I think Bitcoin went down to like 56, almost 55. We were buying flash sale, right? We were buying and we're still buying. And just so y'all know, I always say that I'm buying, and I know a lot of people in this space always say that they're buying. When I say that I'm buying, I'm legit buying. Okay, it's not just a phrase, right? I am literally taking the action of buying crypto when it dips. All right, I just wanted to say that real quick. Ethereum 4.2, we were down in the upper 3,000s on Ethereum this week. Solana's back up in the 200s. Cardano, ADA is at 187. ADA is still kind of chilling right now. It's just chilling, okay? Polkadot back in the 40s. Yeah. So, market's doing fine. Not concerned at all. This was just a fantastic time to get into these projects. Let me go to what's Stacks doing. I should have logged into my account. Stacks is above $2 again. It was at like 187 or 190 at one point during this week. I was buying then. Stacks is a steal, y'all. Let's look at the market cap real quick. Y'all, people are sleeping on Stacks, and it's like astonishing how sleep people are. 2 billion market cap right now. That's nothing. Okay, super early. All right, let's move forward, y'all. So Acala, y'all. Acala won the Parachain slot. Acala was, going head to head with what was that, Moonbeam? But Acala pulled through with over 32 million DOT contributed by over 81,000 community members. Acala has won the first Parachain auction on Polkadot. Thank you to everyone who took part in this historic event. It's a testament to the strength of Polkadot that so many talented teams are in the running to be among the first 5 projects to launch on December 17th. In this respect, we're all winners. We're looking forward to kicking off the multi-chain future with you. So awesome for Acala. And also thank you to anyone who used our referral link for the Acala crowd loan. Thank you for clicking that link. We really appreciate it. Okay, so good news there. Let's move forward. Okay, Akon. So shout out to Black Wealth Renaissance on Instagram. They posted this just like an hour or two ago. Akon unveils new partnership with Mastercard to create debit card to allow people in underdeveloped countries to use Akoin in stores all over the world. And just so y'all know, let's go over here. Akon is doing great work in Africa, building at Akon City. Swipe left to learn how he is using his coin to improve the lives of those in Africa. More content coming soon. And this is at the Reinvent Yourself with Crypto conference that is happening, I believe, in Miami right now with Bitcoin Rodney. Is that right? Did I get that right? If I remember correctly, it's Bitcoin Rodney and his Reinvent Yourself with Crypto. So let's go ahead and play this clip. This is interesting. This is interesting.
But also with Akoin, which is our new cryptocurrency, we're also giving them the opportunity for banking opportunities. So we're banking the unbanked. And Nobody knows this yet, not even Rodney. But for the first announcement, Akoin has just created its own Mastercard. So you got the exclusive, bro.
I need one of those, bro.
Oh, no, you get one. So the beauty of it is, because right now we're solely in Africa, that's the goal. And I wanted to make sure that all the local Africans actually had Akoins, because the concept that actually gave me the idea was the local currency was so untrusted that people use their local currency. But also with Akoin, which is our new cryptocurrency,
So there's that.
we're also giving them the opportunity for banking opportunities. So we're banking the unbanked.
Okay. So there's that. I thought that was an interesting piece of news that literally came from today. Akon on how he is leveraging cryptocurrency to help rebuild unbanked communities in Africa. And so, to be honest, y'all, I've never really looked into Akoin, or really Akon's, cryptocurrency project, but I believe this is it, right? AKN. I believe this is it, which is currently sitting at 16 cents, market cap of 20 million. Do we have a max supply? Max supply of 450 million. Okay, so I believe this is the Akoin project. So interesting stuff going on here, right? Congrats to Akon for being able to make that move. So we're about to move forward into the next section, y'all. Let's hit the chat real quick and let's talk about Jeff Bezos' Citadels. Okay, Crawford, 1971, stats are crazy, divorce rates spiked, addiction spiked, breaking the peg with gold, and the dollar had some crazy effects. Okay, interesting. Ish, where do you get your STX? Creole and we get our STX on Okcoin. But before you actually, I think I dropped my referral link, and again, you get a reward if you sign up with a referral link. Where did I drop that? We need to add it to our solo.2 link as well. I haven't done that yet. That's my bad. Major portfolio alerts, maybe it's in here. Okay, yeah, I dropped my referral link somewhere in this Discord. I'm sure if you go to the Discord and search it, you can find it. But yeah, we use Okcoin, and it has been a pleasant experience so far. Matthew Crater from Trader University calls stacks a scam, LOL. You know what? Matthew Crater is 100% a Bitcoin maximalist. And as it's been pretty apparent and obvious, especially on Twitter, Bitcoin maximalists do not like stacks. They just don't. And actually, we're going to talk about it here in a second, but they had a conversation, Isaiah Jackson, some of the creators from Megapont and Satoshiables and like something else. They had a conversation on Bitcoin maximalists and why they loathe stacks for some odd reason, right? But we're going to talk about it here in a second, and I think we're going to talk about Alex here in a second, which is going to be a DeFi, which is going to be DeFi on top of Bitcoin, right? And the CEO said something so
on point about how Bitcoin DeFi is about to blow up and everybody is asleep. We're gonna get to it here in a second, y'all. But yeah, Bitcoin Maximalists, and like I said, Matthew Crater is obviously, I like Matthew Crater's content. I listen to it often, but I also listen to it knowing that he is a Bitcoin maximalist. Moving forward, what else we got in here? Crawford, it's crypto. If you don't get called a scam, something is wrong, right? Ish, my wallet is a scam. Kuhn, why do people need to be banked? LMAO. And I guess I think what Akon, I guess is unbanked, but like banked. I get what you're asking there, Kuhn. Black Curls, what's going on, Black Curls? Kuhn, they need protection, LOL. Black Curls, I got MIA. Took Kuhn long enough to get in. Kuhn was sleeping, huh? Cohen, leave me alone. Abraham, he is a maximalist. Yeah, Matthew Crater's a maximalist, but I do like his content. And I think it's good, like I always say, it's good to listen to opposing views. And I think Bitcoin maximalists have a lot of good things to say most of the time. But yeah, moving forward, Jeff Bezos. Let's talk about his citadels that he's been dreaming up. Jeff Bezos predicts that people will one day be born in space and visit Earth the way you visit, Yellowstone National Park. Okay. In Jeff Bezos' vision of the future, people will be born in space colonies and visit Earth on vacation. So I think what's missing in here are some adjectives, right? Those are adjectives, right? Where they describe something, right? People, I think this needs to have a description of wealthy people will be born in space. Elite people will be born in space, colonies, and visit Earth on vacation, right? Missing some adjectives in there. During the interview, the Amazon and Blue Origin founder expanded on his idea for space colonies, floating habitats that mimic Earth's weather and gravitational pull. The floating, spinning cylinders would be able to hold as many as 1 million people and have rivers and forests and wildlife, he said. Over centuries, many people will be born in space. It will be their first home, Bezos said. They will be born on these colonies, live on these colonies. Then they'll visit Earth the way you would visit, Yellowstone National Park. Okay, y'all. So I actually talked about this in my dystopia video that I did. It's somewhere on the channel. It's dystopia future inevitable or something like that, right? And I actually talk about this, right? So I think, as we all know, Jeff Bezos' idea is that he is going to be building these space stations where humans will inhabit and live on these space stations. So I don't know about y'all, and I talked about this in that video. This is sounding full-blown like Elysium. If you have not watched the movie Elysium, please watch it ASAP, okay? I think it's on Hulu. I think it's on YouTube where you can rent it as well. Go watch that movie and tell me that this is not what Jeff Bezos is talking about. Okay? Let's go to this other picture. Okay? But the whole plot or the whole narrative of Elysium is that you have the have-nots, right? The poor, the have-nots living on an earth that is in chaos, right? Is famine, is polluted, there's sickness, right? You have the have-nots living on earth, but up here in these space colonies are the ultra wealthy, the have yachts, right? The ones who have everything, the elite living in space in this clean, beautiful air with access to incredible technology, right? So again, like, y'all better pay attention to what's going on. Again, this is what Earth was in the movie, and then on Elysium is paradise, right? So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm typically not a pessimistic person. I really truly believe that we can have a good future. I like to be optimistic, but when I read Jeff Bezos' idea of these colonies in space, all I think about is Elysium. Because again, if we go down here, 1 million people, right? The floating spinning cylinders would be able to hold as many as 1 million people. Y'all, that's not even a city. You know what I mean? There's billions upon billions of people on Earth. And if Earth really does go to shit, then who really is going to have first priority on these floating cylinders in space, right? I'll let you think about that. Moving forward, y'all. Okay, let's hit the chat real quick. Thank y'all for stopping in. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up. Thank you. Abraham, I'm convinced Jeff Bezos has a time machine and saw the future. Creole, what up, Black Curls? Black Curls was on the Logic Sphere Patreon Live. Yes. Yes, such a good movie. Black Curls Elysium is a good example. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, that's all if you can only fit 1 million people on one of these cylinders, right? And this is going to take centuries. He's saying over centuries. Who's going to have priority? Who's going to have priority? It's not going to be the average Joe. Okay. So that's why we got to get this money and stop playing games. Okay. Right. Elysium gonna Crawford, haha, they have yachts. I'm not gonna even take credit for that. I actually heard that from this cat. I can't remember his name, but he was like, there's gonna be the have-nots and the have-yachts. And it's true. Michael Swain, homie, just went to space for like 15 seconds and now 1 million people will live in space. Right. We'll see if it happens in our lifetime, right? You know, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, but I'm not super, well, actually, I guess I can be excited about it because, again, if you have wealth, right, if you have a particular amount of power or status, then, again, it's likely that you'll have first priority over these to inhabit one of these cylinders, right? Abraham, Elysium, and Ready Player One predicted the future. I mean, y'all, the writing's in the sand. We gotta pay attention. Ish, sorry, guys, going to do some shopping. Okay. All right. If you just dropped into the live, welcome, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. Drop any questions or comments in the chat. Let's move forward. We just got finished talking about Jeff Bezos' Citadels. But now we're going to start talking about, what are we going to start talking about? Let's talk about Stacks, y'all. So Stacks has been getting some good little press, I guess you can say, recently. Like I said, we dropped a link to this in the Discord, minting NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain, where Isaiah Jackson, who is the author of Bitcoin in Black America, he's also has Gentlemen of Crypto, one of the creators of Megapont, and also Satoshiables. I hope I'm saying that right, and I can't remember who else was on here, but they had an in-depth conversation on Stacks, NFTs, and Bitcoin Maximalists as well. Also, there was a segment about MIA, Miami Coin and New York City Coin on Fox Business this week as well. And then I also came across Arkadiko. Okay, hopefully I'm saying that right. But y'all, the Bitcoin DeFi is warming up. Okay? Lock in real quick, okay? Stick around for the next few minutes because it's all going to click here in a second, okay? So let's read about Arkadiko real quick. Self-repaying loans and unlocking Bitcoin DeFi through stacks. Bitcoin DeFi continues rising as the stacks ecosystem sees Arkadiko, or Deco, quickly amass over 30 million total value locked within 24 hours of launch, and now sits at $50 million. The launch was one of the community's most anticipated, as Arkadiko leverages the unique relationship between stacks and Bitcoin to deliver core Bitcoin DeFi building blocks, as well as novel new product to its users, self-repaying loans. Okay, let's talk about this. If y'all remember, in Creole, if you're still in the chat, let me know if I'm wrong here. But self-repaying loans, we kind of talked about this with Cardano's Meld, right? Because Meld is working on these self-repaying loans, okay? Let's move forward. The Arkadiko team recently shared their vision of moving Web3 forward by building DeFi on Bitcoin to make self-repaying loans as well as future products possible. Arkadiko has built key infrastructure that will play a major role in Bitcoin DeFi's continued emergence via stacks, including a stablecoin, yield earning opportunities, and a DAO. The highly anticipated launch was phenomenal, as Arkadiko immediately saw users interacting with the protocol to collateralize STX tokens to mint USDA, swap stacks native digital assets, provide liquidity in pools, and stake Arkadiko's governance token, Deco. Wow. By creating a decentralized stablecoin, USDA, Arkadiko increases the utility and efficiency of assets on the Stacks ecosystem, as users can collateralize their tokens, example STX, for USDA and move them without volatility, providing more flexibility in the market. What's this starting to sound like? If y'all watch some of the content that I covered over Liquid, which is going to be launching on Cardano, right? Again, all this stuff, making connections here, okay? To power the self-repaying loans, Arkadiko leverages Stacks' unique consensus mechanism, proof of transfer, in their design. This allows for any collateralized STX to benefit from stacking yield, which offers a yield higher than the loan interest rate, effectively making it a self-repaying loan. Wow. Yo, come on now. Who doesn't like a self-repaying loan? Come on now. All right. Arkadiko is also the first major Stacks ecosystem project to launch as a decentralized autonomous organization, DAO. Through their DAO, the community can participate in the future direction of the protocol through its governance token, Deco, which enables Arkadikans to vote on various improvement proposals, incentive mechanisms, and more. Interesting stuff going on here. Okay, so again, apparently this was a huge success, this launch, right? Again, what if loans could repay themselves? USDA collateralize your STX tokens and mint our stablecoin USDA, which you can use for yield farming. Staking. Stake your Deco tokens to get rewarded. You will receive a ST Deco that can be used in governance voting. Again, very familiar. We should be familiar with this sort of language, right? In this sort of setup from our conversations and discussions over Liquid on Cardano, right? Okay, we're not finished. I'm telling you, Bitcoin DeFi about to pop off. And again, y'all, I apologize if I'm sniffling and stuff like that. My sinus has been off. Okay, so be patient with me. Let's move forward. We got some more to talk about here. Let's talk about Alex. Stacks-based crypto project Alex raises $5.8 million to build DeFi on Bitcoin. Alex stands for Automated Liquidity Exchange. Quote, the place we want to secure for Alex is the gold standard of DeFi, the most secure, most transparent, and most decentralized financial service the world has ever seen. Finance for the people, where we trust only code. And I apologize for saying her name wrong. Shante Su, the co-founder of Alex, told Decrypt, describing Alex as the piece of infrastructure for the realization of Web 3. In line with the concept of DeFi, Alex allows projects to launch their own tokens, while users can lend and borrow assets, trade on a decentralized exchange, and obtain returns via yield farming. What makes the project different, Sue told Decrypt, is that being Bitcoin native, it has every transaction recorded on the Bitcoin blockchain, benefiting from its finality and security. At the moment, there's approximately 200 billion locked in DeFi protocols. Nearly all of this is on the Ethereum blockchain, said Sue. The market cap of Bitcoin is over 1 trillion. And Bitcoin is the original and most secure blockchain network in human history. Let's read it again, okay? Because this is important here. Let's read it again. At the moment, there's approximately 200 billion locked in DeFi protocols. Nearly all of this is on the Ethereum blockchain, said Sue. The market cap of Bitcoin is over $1 trillion. And Bitcoin is the original and most secure blockchain network in human history. According to Sue, Bitcoin is currently in a dormant state with hundreds of billions inert in wallet like digital gold. We have the first mover advantage in unlocking that value and bringing that Bitcoin to life, she added. Do y'all get it? Do y'all get it? This is crazy. Let's read it one more time. Let's read it one more time. According to Sue, Bitcoin is currently in a dormant state with hundreds of billions inert in wallets like digital gold. We have the first mover advantage in unlocking that value and bringing that Bitcoin to life, she added. We're talking about $1 trillion. Come on now. Slated to launch on the mainnet next month, Alex will be also fully integrated with the CityCoins. Ding, 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 ding. We listening? In return, users can earn yields in BTC or STX, the native token of the Stacks blockchain. Wow, a lot of stuff going on here, y'all. And I just don't, I'm not hearing the space talk about this. this right here, y'all. Is it making sense? Is it making sense? Come on. So here's the Alex website. Bring your Bitcoin to life, launch new projects, earn interest, rewrite finance, reinvent culture. Okay. Some more things there. The most secure way to access DeFi. Superior yields without the risk. Okay, and some more information here. So we got to pay attention. All right, before we move on, what's going on, everyone? Let's hit this chat real quick, and we're going to talk luxury in the metaverse. Black curls, be blunt and say sheep and common folk. Creole, let's talk about STX, baby. Let's talk about you and me. That's a good one. That's a good one. Creole Ricky. A man from day one. Shout out to Creole. Just bought bag of MIA coin last week. A man from day one. Hey sir, caught you on the Thai City stream last week. Salute to you all, bro. What's up? A man from day one. Yeah, Creole was on that stream. I'm glad you received value out of that. Creole MIA up 26% today. And another thing, Bitcoin Zay has been dropping some alpha on Gentlemen of Crypto YouTube about MIA. So make sure y'all go and look at his channel. Thai City got mad love for day one. So you fam over here too, for sure. uh 28% music to my ears. Black Curls 280%. APY is music to my ears too. Facts, y'all. That 280% real nice. Abraham question, is Stacks the only DeFi currently on Bitcoin? I feel like I should know this. So let's see if Creole answer this, because Creole can probably answer this better. No, there are at least 3 other DeFis on BTC. Bitcoin is king. Creole, I got some homework to do then. LOL, yes. Many thanks to Untwisting the Game, a man from day one. And thank you, a man from day one. We're glad that you're tuned in and locked in with this channel. If you just dropped in, go ahead, hit that thumbs up. Thank you. Hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We just talked about Jeff Bezos' Citadels. We just talked about Stacks and Bitcoin DeFi. What else? We talked about Akon's Mastercard, crypto Mastercard that he's coming out with. Acala winning the Parachain auction. And now we're about to talk about luxury in the metaverse. Okay, so we're going to end on this topic. Y'all know that I talk a lot about fashion, metaverse fashion. Again, I think this is super slept on right now in the crypto sphere. But as I've discussed previously, fashion, in my opinion, will be huge in the metaverse, right? And a lot of people aren't talking about this right now. So this is, what website is this? Business of Fashion. Okay. Dematerialization, why the metaverse is fashion's next gold mine. Okay, and I'm just going to read some snippets out of this, okay? Rogers tells Imran that one day virtual fashion will become ubiquitous. It's inevitable. It's a generational shift. I look at my 14-year-old and she has spent the last year and a half living in a metaverse. Her school is on Zoom. She hangs out with her friends online, on Instagram and TikTok and Fortnite and Animal Crossing. So for them, having a digital collection, it's completely natural. Why would I want a collection of stuff that no one can see when I can have a collection of digital stuff that everyone can see? So 2 things here. 1, as I've said before, our opinion doesn't matter. Okay? And what I mean by that is, I know as older millennials, maybe you're a part of Gen X or older. What you think about the metaverse does not matter. Okay. This is being built for Gen Z. This is being built for Generation Alpha. Okay. So we can have all the opinions we want in the world about Meta, Facebook's Meta, the metaverse, virtual reality. We can have all the opinions in the world. It doesn't matter because honestly, it's not for us. Okay. We're going to talk about it here in a second. 2, what else was I going to say about this? Okay, why would I want a collection of stuff that no one can see when I can have a collection of digital stuff that everyone can see? This is interesting because there was a tweet that kind of went around how it was talking about the metaverse is not a place, it's a time. And what that person was saying in this Twitter thread was that there's going to be a point, and this is already happening. That's what's crazy about this, right? But there's going to be a point when our digital identities are far more significant than our physical identities, right? Our art collections that we have in homes is not going to be as significant as our art collection that we have in the digital space, in the metaverse, right? Because everyone can see your digital art gallery, but you have to physically go to your home to see your art collection, right? So it's kind of like this idea that in the metaverse, you can put everything on display for people to see, right? So this is super interesting, and I'll try to go back and find that tweet and link it in the description. Moving forward, the most common misconception people have, Rogers explains, is that there's a distinction between the physical and digital worlds. The blurring of realities in the metaverse will ultimately change our perceptions of what's real and valuable. We have one consciousness, right? I can read Twitter and get pissed off. I don't get digital pissed off. We need to let go of this notion of oh, that's digital. This is physical. Okay, again, we've talked about this before, how these realities are, they're merging, right? How we're moving into almost this hyper reality, or at least in the future, maybe moving into this hyper reality scenario where we cannot distinguish. And he's saying we're already kind of in this place already, right? But we're not going to be able to distinguish real from, I don't want to say fake because I don't think it's fake. I guess in short that, again, the physical and digital will work in sync, right? There will not be a distinction. And he's saying right now, there's already, or he or she is already saying right now that there is no distinction, right? Marjorie Hernandez is CEO, co-founder of Luxo. I've talked about Luxo before. I have a position in Luxo. Also, the dematerialized, Marjorie Hernandez, and Karina Knobs, co-founders of digital fashion startup The Dematerialized, echo Rogers, describing the metaverse as nothing but the internet breaking free from the two-dimensional barrier into this three-dimensional environment that starts blurring more and more with our daily lives. Okay? Again, it's about to get real, y'all. And as I've said before, there's people think the metaverse is coming. The metaverse is already here. We're already in the metaverse. The only difference, in my opinion, is that it's going to be extremely more immersive, right? You put on your headset, you put on your, Apple glasses or Google glasses, and you see augmented reality all around you. That's the only piece that's missing, is the completely immersive aspect, right? They explain how virtual fashion will transform the fashions industry as we know it. It comes from the gaming world effectively, in which your avatar is part of your personality. As we start transitioning more and more into the virtual world, we will start consuming digital sneakers, digital makeup, digital jewelry. It's the biggest revolution the fashion industry has seen so far. Again, we talked about this, right? With the Fabricants manifesto. I believe it's a manifesto. But this idea is that your personality, my personality is going to translate into the digital space or the metaverse space, right? So what does that require, right? I wear clothes that represent my personality in this physical world. I'm going to do the same thing in the metaverse and in virtual worlds. And not only will I do that, but I'll probably do it 3 or 4 or 5 different times and have multiple identities, multiple digital identities in the metaverse, right? Again, whew. It's getting crazy, y'all. It's getting crazy. So this is the type of stuff that I'm really, really paying attention to. So the next thing moving forward, and actually, who shared this in the Discord? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Akoin actually shared this in the Discord. Bright Hall. And so this is really interesting. Again, I'm really paying attention, especially to kind of the luxury movers in this space. Bright Hall. Let's go back up here and read what they're about. Bright Hall is a premium NFT marketplace for digital collections. As experiences are increasingly bridging the gap. What goodness is that? There we go. I could barely read that. I know y'all can't. As experiences are increasingly bridging the gap between the physical and digital worlds, Bright Hall will connect discerning buyers, collectors and investors, and sellers, creators and artists to the new digital creative economy by providing an end-to-end suite of services. Through its deep associations and knowledge of the art, luxury, and fashion worlds, Bright Hall offers unparalleled access and opportunities for forward-looking consumers, collectors, and investors. So let's go down here. Why is this interesting, right? Because there's 1,000,001 different platforms out here trying to do the same thing, right? It's like every single day I come across another marketplace, another X, Y, and Z. Now, what I think is interesting, if we go here, our partners, founded in Singapore, Bright Hall is powered by media publishers of Vogue Singapore, Esquire, Robb Report, and Burrow, Vidi, and Binance. The combination of editorial expertise from the luxury and lifestyle publishing portfolio and technical knowledge means Bright Hall is uniquely positioned to bring the commercial and creative communities together in a meaningful and considered way. So I was like, okay, who's media publishers? Let's go over here and look at this. And as they said, these people are Vogue Singapore, right? All these cats, all these ladies and gentlemen, thems and theys, are Vogue Singapore, working at Vogue Singapore. right? So this is really interesting, and I've been paying attention to this because Vogue Singapore, they have an OpenSea account, and they've been doing Vogue Singapore drops as well, right? So again, paying attention to this. I also went to the Instagram. The Dematerialized, Luxo, again, leaders in this kind of luxury fashion digital goods space. Institute of Digital Fashion. They have some other names here that I'm not familiar with, but I'm definitely going to be looking into, right? So interesting stuff here. Like I said, I'm paying attention to all this. I also noticed that the Fabricant was also following Bright Hall as well. So another thing, again, luxury in the metaverse, Vogue Business. Y'all, Vogue Business, and I meant to, really, we were supposed to buy this membership so I could watch this, but that didn't happen. But I posted about this. I posted about this in the Discord, and I actually posted some links as well and whatnot, right? But Vogue is all on this, y'all. Vogue Business and Google. Let's read here. Fashion's future is digitally influenced, from clothing for virtual worlds to gaming, made up of new business models and emerging brands that consider themselves to be inclusive. Gender is less of a factor when designing fashion, and Gen Z leads the way. Emerging technologies, including the metaverse and NFTs, are shaping the industry's next digital strategies, while e-commerce and distribution methods are continuously evolving. So again, right? Hugo Boss CEO talks NFTs, avatars, and winning on TikTok, right? Again, they're focused on Gen Z right now, right? They don't care. They don't care about us millennials. They don't care about Gen X. They don't care about baby boomers. They're talking about Gen Z. Over here, personalization, the metaverse and NFTs, the technology fueling fashion's next phase. At Vogue Business and Google Summit, executives from Burberry, Roblox, Farfetch, LVMH, and more joined to discuss what's top of mind in the world of tech. I think Creole just posted something about Roblox. Roblox is like partnering with Nike, and Nike is about to have some sort of Nike land in Roblox. Did I get that right, Creole? So again, all stuff that I'm paying attention to. And I think one thing that is interesting, and then we're going to close it out here in a second. Now, Benoit, who is one of the founders at Artifact Studios, he was basically saying in here, actually, let me just read what he said. Okay, luxury brands are taking notice. Some are courting Polkadot in the hope that they too can leverage the virtual fashion opportunity. But Artifact operates outside the traditional fashion system. We are not looking at fashion history to be inspired, Polkadot explains. We are looking at gaming, anime, sci-fi movies. Those are our reference points. And Polkadot is skeptical about fashion brands' chances of success. It's a culture that they don't understand. At best, it is going to be the innovation team taking care of it. And honestly, I haven't seen innovation coming from fashion brands in a long time. So what Benoit is saying here, you know, Vogue is having all these summits, and he may not be referring to Vogue. I'm just going to use Vogue as an example. But, you know, all these fashion houses, these fashion brands could be having all these summits, trying to make plans, but are they really going to make it? Are they really going to make it? Because Artifact, who's been killing the game, and their drop is coming up next week or the week after. But Artifact, who's been killing the game, is saying, yo, they may not make it. Right? Because they're pulling inspiration from a total different place. That, you know, they're being innovators, and fashion been sitting, y'all. Right? All right, y'all, let's hit this chat real quick and then we'll go ahead and end it out. Thank y'all for watching. Okay, Crawford, so something I heard earlier that really made sense. All of the metaverse will require a lot of data transmission. Theta prioritizes bandwidth. Could be a good utility play next run. Interesting. I hold a little bit of Theta. I know Creole holds a lot more Theta than I do. I don't really keep up with Theta, so I think that's really interesting, and that's an interesting point. And let me say this while we're talking about it. You know, Creole and I have had conversations, and we think that, yes, Metaverse is hot right now, but I don't think we're really going to realize... I think we have another... I think next bull run is when we're really going to start to see... the metaverse realized, or start to see it realized, right? So just so y'all know what we kind of talk about. So, but of course we know it's hot right now, but I mean, technology has to get to where it needs to be. All these things have to align for the metaverse to really start to realize. Black Curls, they said, okay, boomer, to the older generations. Yeah, you know, and that's what I kind of find funny. Like, I know that us as millennials and generations up, we have a lot of opinions about the metaverse and this, that, and the other. But one thing that I really started to realize when I was really doing this deep dive and going down the rabbit hole is that it does not matter what we think. It doesn't, right? The metaverse is being built for Gen Z and Generation Alpha and generations after, right? So we have to think from that perspective. Gen Z, as they said, they are already living in the metaverse. TikTok, social media, classes online. We've talked about that in the past, how these, these businesses are coming up where they're developing the infrastructure and the platforms for classes to be taught online and in these virtual worlds and things of that nature, right? That's what Gen Z and Generation Alpha, which is the generation after Gen Z, is. They're already in the metaverse. Okay. So that's something that we really have to keep into consideration when having these conversations and developing, our thoughts on this. We got to think from the mind of Gen Z and Generation Alpha. It does not matter what we think. Moving forward, Abraham, Nike Land. Yes, Nike Land. Is it Nike? Why am I feeling like I'm not saying that right all of a sudden? Crawford, I say next run calls none of the metaverses are ready yet. Correct. And this has been already talked about. Technology still needs to get better. As I've said, I have an Oculus headset and it's insane how real it feels already. So imagine another 4 years from now when that technology improves, when instead of it being a bulky headset, you just put on your glasses, X, Y, Z, right? When that happens, it's a wrap. Ish, yeah, Abraham, exactly. Dr. Crypto, Bitcoin will be the ultimate medium of exchange regardless of the platform, in my humble opinion. I agree. I mean, it's Bitcoin, right? It's Bitcoin. I just don't, I don't know. Abraham, we got to catch up to Gen Z and listen to their future. That's what I'm saying. Have y'all ever just sat back and just like watched TikTok And I know for the longest time I didn't get on TikTok because, again, I'm a little bit older. I don't really care about TikTok. I've started posting a little bit, you know, see if I can get some traction on there for the YouTube channel. But just sit back and like really watch what Gen Z is doing, right? That it's all about these, you know, personas, you know, these Instagram personas. It's about these social media followings. It's about, right? They are full force in the metaverse, y'all. They live in their cell phones, right? Nigel, Meta, Facebook are heavily researching VR tacti gloves. Yes, y'all. All this stuff. And again, we already know haptic suits, they already exist. People already use them. But again, what if you can just slip on a shirt and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you can feel every single thing that you're feeling in the metaverse, right? If that's what you were referring to about tactile gloves. Abraham, Nigel, they're moving fast. Yeah. Let me tell y'all, a lot of money is about to be made in the metaverse industry, in the gaming industry. The innovation, the technology, it's about to get crazy, y'all. All right, y'all. My throat is starting to give out. I feel the congestion in the middle of my face. So that's telling me it's time to wrap this up. Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. I hope that you all got some value out of this. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Creole has already said that he plans to go live on Sunday for the weekly close. So go ahead, hit the notification bell and be ready for that on Sunday. What else? Join the Discord. We will be, you know, preparing more content. I know I said that last time, but seriously, we really want to get this content out. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. Tell a friend, bring them on to the channel, tell them to subscribe. We're so close. And like I said, we're planning some cool stuff for that. And lastly, y'all have a good night. We're going to play some gems and then we're going to end it out.